Then we thought, anyway, I'm going to be your end. Thanks for joining. Banquet for the Deaf European American Association. Honored to be your MC. Thank you so much for coming. I want to give you a little background about myself. Some of you know me pretty well. I grew up in Chicago, and I'm from a deaf family. My mom and dad are deaf. My family, third generation, who moved to the United States. And I went to the School for the Deaf for 3 years, graduated, and married my wife. We have 4 deaf children. They're all grown, and 3 grandchildren. And we see a lot of them, see them often. We talk about, we wanted them to become members of this group. And how many of you are members because of me? It's because thanks so much. There come some people here, and we've convinced a lot of people to become members. But we look back, we remember how people truly benefited from the work here. This organization has done so much wonderful work for the deaf people in Chicago. God Almighty, you have blessed this group of people with your spirit. We ask you, it doesn't matter what God people pray to. We support each other and give strength to each other. Bless the food this evening. Bless the people who serve us. And give our world peace. There was a guy who was in jail for about 3 years. Don't know why he was in jail, but he was incarcerated. And he was so bored while he was in jail. And he was looking around, and he noticed an ant on the floor, and he thought, why in the world is an ant in jail? I mean, he looks innocent enough. He picked it up, and thought, what a cute little ant, and started to teach the ant. And for 1 year, he wanted to teach the ant tricks. So he taught the ant how to sit up and do different tricks. And that went on for about a year. And then he realized, okay, I need to teach him something else. He knows how to sit up. I'll try to teach him in the second year how to roll over. So he was so thrilled. During his second year, he taught the ant how to roll over. And then during his third year, he thought, what in the world can I teach this ant how to do now? He thought, okay, he knows how to sit. He knows how to roll over. And then he thought, oh, I'm going to teach him how to jump. And then he thought, he was getting ready to leave, and he thought, oh, I'm going to keep this ant in a box so that I can take him out with me when I get cut loose. So he goes to a bar, and when he's finally free, he goes to the bar, and he takes the little ant out of the box, and he's having a few drinks, and he says to the folks in the bar, look at this ant. I've taught this ant for 3 years how to do tricks. And And the bartender kind of looked at the ant on the bar, and he's like, "What's this ant on the bar?" Entire world, half the world maybe, and we've noticed some things. We come from all over the world, and we're all ended up here in Chicago. So, do you think Chicago is the only group that has a deaf American European group? Yes, Chicago is the only one in the entire United States. Organization like ours. So I hope AC will keep going, and we'll keep making our own memories into the future. So this organization was founded in the year 2003, and we really wanted an organization established to help immigrants that were coming into the United States who were deaf. And I was one person, and the other person, I couldn't do it all alone, so I talked to a good friend of mine, Yelena Gorbachev, and the two of us discussed the need for an organization. We thought, I can't do all the work myself. We need to share the work somehow, come up with ideas, and brainstorm on how to establish an organization. And we succeeded. In 2003 we started, and we asked several people who came to Chicago from Europe, and our first membership meeting had 78 people. We were so surprised, and from there we've just kept growing and growing and growing. As you could see from the slideshow and the photos, we've been running for 10 years, and looking back, what part of our growth is because of the DAEAP program that was established by Bob Paul and Maureen Philbin. The two of them and Morena Pawlowski, they set up a school to help people who immigrated to the United States to be able to pass their citizenship tests. And from that moment on, our organization has just blossomed. And we developed this school to help people establish their residency in the United States, get jobs, and continue to live and be functioning members of the deaf community and the community in Chicago. And we're very, very proud of that, and we're proud that all of you are a part of that. Sometimes when people come to the United States and they're frustrated, they're in a land that they're not familiar with, and we're able to help the deaf learn all that they need to know that they need to in order to live here. So I'm very, very pleased, president of DEAC. How many years have you been president? Well, I guess now it's been 9 years. Yeah, 9 years I've been president. And Mike is saying for so many years he's worked his tail off to help the community. And we would like to recognize your importance to the organization and the community, and we would like to recognize you with an important award, a very prestigious award. Oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting this. I think it's a bottle of whiskey. Oh, shh. Don't let the secret out. Chicago awards Demir Bakiri for excellent service and gifts to the association for over 10 years. May 13th, 2013. Thank you so much, Demir. Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you. It's blue. Activity for all of her dedication and work as vice president over the years. She's not able to join us tonight. I think her husband is here. Her husband is here. Come on up to accept the award on Yelena's behalf. Yelena is with her aunt. American Association of Chicago award goes to who? Joe Noiseau, for his dedication and hard work on behalf of our organization. He has worked tirelessly to make this organization. I was not expecting this award. Wow, thank you so much. Shabana Khan and I are committee and club chairpeople for organizing this party, and they have worked tirelessly with me to organize this party, and for printing the tickets, for printing the programs, and doing all of the organizational work. Mike Berger, Jim Lamonto, all of the people who have contributed to this evening and this wonderful party. I hope that our next performer, Tom Adamo, he is called the Deaf Elvis. He is our, but his name sign is Deaf Elvis. We know him as Tom Adamo, but he will be up here next to entertain. It's kind of an old-fashioned story. I don't think they tell stories like this anymore, but there was a guy who was driving in the pouring rain, and it was just a horrible, horrible driving experience. He ended up running off the road in the driving rain, and since the weather was so horrible, there was no one around. He got out of the car, and he was looking for someone to help him, and he noticed a light in the far distance. He walked through the mud and the driving rain, and he got to this house. He rang the doorbell, and this grumpy old man answered the door. He's like, "What do you want?" And he tried to explain, "My car is broken down. Can you tow me, or can you call someone?" And the guy said, "What are you, stupid, driving in this weather? What are you thinking? Come on, you want me to come out there and help you?" And the old grumpy guy asked him to stay overnight in his house. Just, you have two choices when you stay over here. Do you want to sleep with my baby? And the guy who got broke down said, "Well, what's my other choice?" He said, "Well, you can sleep in the barn." And he said, "Well, not a problem. It doesn't matter. I'll sleep. I'll take the second choice." And he said, "But you need to come into the house 7 o'clock in the morning sharp for breakfast." So the guy got comfortable, slept through the night, woke up promptly at 7 o'clock a.m., went into the house, and he smelled some wonderful cooking. And he wasn't sure what exactly, this woman was. "Don't tell anyone, we'll just take the money and run." Okay, so there's 10 $50 raffle prizes. Who wants $50? Just one? Raise your hand if you want $50. Come on, everybody should raise their hand. It's so quiet here. Okay, no problem. So I need to get some exercise, okay? The first 10 raffle prizes, we're not going to give them all away in one fell swoop. We're going to do 5 $50 prizes. And once we'll give a chance for, we'll hope that 10 different people are able to win these prizes, okay? So what we want people to do is to have everybody stand up and take out their raffle tickets. We don't want to have you being lazy sitting down after dinner. We want you to get up and stretch.